Let's now take a look at what you're saying on the top trends this morning. Of course, Bukola joins me on the show.
Hello again, Kadi. Yeah. And Nigerians are talking about quite a lot, from the Labour's shifting its stance to 500,000 naira amid the ongoing negotiations. Yeah. Of course, also to the federal government's response to banning what it deems inappropriate content in Nollywood. So Nigerians have quite a lot to say this morning, and I'm excited about, reading some of their comments. Starting with Labour's reduction of its demand on minimum wage to 500,000 naira. We have Seloyin, who says, this Labour are just acting drama. When they are ready, they will submit 70,000 naira for the government. In real sense, the government should not review the minimum wage, but if anything, it should be 70K. Well, I wonder if or below is what they meant to say. Maybe they meant to say or above.
Well, Seloyin, whose side are you on? Show yourself. What side of this party do you belong? Well, we understand Labour reduced it to 497,000 naira, while the federal government increased it to what? 57. There's a 7 there. But take a look at what Esho_Abe says. Well, there are states that could not even pay the current 30,000 naira minimum wage. Well, maybe the states will have to reduce their workforce by 75% to meet up with what NLC is demanding. It's important to know that the states have been quite quiet in this, well, of late regarding this, so who knows what their own angle is. But
a reduction in workforce only means creating more problems. Yeah. There would be more people in the unemployment market. But let's go to this next one by Ezudu Obumeme, who says, government should negotiate with NLC and peg the minimum wage to state government workers 120K and FG workers 200K. They should separate the minimum wage between states and FG, because even the present minimum wage, some states are not paying. Of course, that's the case. We should be serious in this country for once. Well, we're serious most of the time, I believe.
There you have it. But while all of that conversation is ongoing, of course, we'll be staying with the negotiation to give you the updates. Let's go over to what played out in Cross River State. It was a bit shocking. This is 2024, right? Mm-hmm. But we saw the fight that erupted as the Cross River Assembly, I think of 25 members or thereabouts.
17 out of
17.
Yeah.
Out of
25 members.
Yes, thank you very much, Bukola. Impeached the speaker. And this first response is from Stanley, who says, this is not how to remove the speaker. Why are they behaving like, in his words, Agberos? There might be a counter motion to his motion. So, Agbero, you might need to check a Nigerian dictionary to understand what Agbero is. Well, Agbero essentially is someone...
It's their language. I'd rather you do not interpret it.
So at the heart of it, Agbero is a professional at the park who helps to get passengers into a vehicle. So maybe, I don't know if that's what you mean, but of course we know there are other meanings for that word.
Well, there's also a certain notoriety that Agberos are known for.
Oh,
that's
really?
why I would...
Well, I'm just aware of...
I was trying to prevail on you not
people who are trying to do their jobs to help transport drivers and the rest, but...
I like your optimism, Karadi. This next one is from Noel Ekele, who says, every year in Nigeria, there must be fight at the State House of Assembly of a state in this Nigeria. It's a tradition. I just suffice it to note also that the impeached speaker has spoken up and said the process that played out yesterday was an illegality, and he remains the Speaker of the State Assembly. It will be interesting to know how this would turn out eventually, the response of the other 17 members to what's playing out at the Cross River State Assembly.
Absolutely. But let's move on to another trend while we'll keep our eyes on what's happening. I do hope the people of Cross River State are making their voices heard on this one, because these are people that represent you. But it's been a frenzy of sorts on social media, and it's quite interesting, really. I know that these things come and go from time to time, but this one is quite curious, and it's a certain Tapswap frenzy. That's what it's been called. And there are questions as to why Nigerians are tapping their phones. I don't know if you've caught someone doing it or if you've been doing that. So take a look at what people are saying. It's called Tapswap frenzy. And this first user, JP Boker, says, to my friends especially that came to my DM to ask me about this Tapswap, I told them that the devil cannot allow millions of people become rich overnight just by tapping their screen. So if you're doing this is your beliefs, good and fine.
But
please reduce your expectations.
Very sound advice, if you ask me. One more, just before we wrap up. Okay, that will be it for this segment of reviewing your thoughts on different trending topics on social media.
But this is by no means the end. So keep the comments and the questions coming in. We'll get to take them during the course of the program. But we're getting started with our very first topic today. We're still reviewing the Bola Tinubu administration. What you ordered versus what you got. It's just about a year into this administration. Which sector are we looking at next? Wait till you find out in a few seconds. Stay with us right here on The Morning Brief.